it's Kat at Kattalestv. I can't tell you what a gorgeous day at the beach it is. Let me just show you really quick. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? Oh, anyway, I needed sunlight. I need sun. I like being in my little litter box. Anyway, I need to talk about a couple of things. You know, sunscreen is important. And I do use sunscreen. You know why? I'm in the sun a lot. Especially, and I'm not trying to be cheeky, but when you have exposed skin that you don't normally have exposed to the sun, you need, what do you call this? Sunscreen. And so anyway, I'm trying this brand, and this is not a paid advertising meant, but you can pay me. I'm talking about you fans who watch my videos. But yeah, it doesn't make your skin pasty. I mean, you literally saw me put it in, right? Let's do it one more time. Because you know what it's like to use sunscreen and you're black and you have these weird white marks on your skin? Alright, so you see that? I'm gonna rub it in my skin. Tell me. Ooh, look at that. That looks good, doesn't it? Anyway, sorry. I digress. But yeah, don't forget to use your sunscreen. But yeah, this actually works. Good for them, Copper Tone. What was I going to tell you? Oh yeah. Today, I was online on TwitTwat for a little bit. Because I told you guys I have several jobs. Anyway, in the moments that I had, I realized how the prosecution was going to use certain things against Tory, like his tattoos or his music, etc., etc. And one thing I realized that no one else seemed to realize is that Megan Thee Stallion's other personality is Tina Snow. And you know what Tina means in the LGBTQ RSTV? What that means in their I want to say society, in their alphabet, their own alphabet. How's that? It means crystal meth. And snow is used for cocaine. You can Google it. Here we go, another plane. Why is that important? Because if you're paying attention, there seems to be a lot of wordplay. I don't know if I remember doing this in one of my videos recently, because I've been doing so many videos in regards to this case that I can't keep up with what all of I said. But you got to break down words, right? So let's just take the word Hollywood. Holly, you know, like holly, like the little plant, is also like a tree thing. You have Hollywood. Wood is wood, right? So holly is also used, well, considered to use for magic a long time ago. So you have a wand, Hollywood, like Mickey Mouse, the wizard dude thing, a wand. And even the word spelling, if you break it down, spell, and then you have ing, spell. So words are a script, a scribe. Writing becomes spelling. In other words, you're literally trying to take a thought, you're writing it down, and as you write it down, it becomes something. So words have meaning. Whether you realize that or not, words have meaning. People say things and or not say things, and that has a meaning. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying and I'm not going over your head. So she calls herself not only the Stallion, which is very interesting on multiple levels anyway, because everyone says it's a male horse. Because in the South, when I was little, unfortunately, men would call me a tall glass of water, which doesn't denote female or male, but denotes something I guess people were thirsty for. Ugh. So the Stallion's a very interesting word for her to be named. And then you have Tina Snow, another personality. You know, and this is what I also find interesting about some of these celebrities. They go off with this other personality thing. Nicki Minaj has it and stuff like that. I think even Beyonce has it, like 2 personalities. This becomes interesting to me because looking at some of Megan's old videos on Instagram Live where she's, especially the one where she has blue hair and it's so fascinating. She's looking in her phone like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And all of her little fans were writing stuff on this. You could see it on the screen. And you could see her mind going like a little crazy, like, I gotta defend myself. I gotta like come up with something. And she keeps looking to the side, like either she's talking to someone or someone's giving her direction of what to say. And then someone actually said to me recently, she could be talking to herself. She could have split personalities. Who the hell knows? But watch that video again. It's on my Twitter feed. She's got blue hair and she's talking about, I think it's the first time she says out loud that Tory Lanez shot her. And it was just based on dealing with all of her fans like making fun of her about Kylie, because she's very sensitive about that. If you ever notice her ever bring up the story, I think she only mentions, people were saying I'm jealous about Kylie like once, and she says it's so fast that it makes me think there's a meaning behind that. I could be wrong. But yeah, Tina Snow using a acronym, or is it a euphemism? Whatever they use the word for her other personality. I find it very, very interesting that she uses crystal meth. I mean, the name Tina is for crystal meth and Snow is for coke. So not only is it one drug, you could say that Tina, it's just not really true what I'm saying, that doesn't make any sense. But also to use the word snow, which is from the 70s, I think they started using the word snow for cocaine, because it was kind of like a disco thing and you didn't want to let the cops know what you were doing, so you called it like snow, I guess. So it's just fascinating that she uses 2 drugs under that funny name, Tina and Snow. Double. And then this sounds so crazy. Then you have Meg the White, Meg Cuntiff, sorry, I said her name wrong, who became dubbed Megan the Reporter. And then you have Meg Black, Meg Pete, Meg the Stallion, saying that Tory shot her. So you have black and white fighting to get this one person put away. There's so many weird, I don't want to say coincidences, because a lot of people say there's no coincidence, only fools who don't see it. Yeah, Tina Snow and Kathy Ta saying things like, lies are okay in this case because the victim was in a domestic violence situation. But she didn't want anyone to know she was in a relationship with Tory, so how was she in a domestic violence situation? I don't understand. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand this case. I don't understand how shitty the evidence is. I don't understand how stupid people are. I don't understand how Kathy Ta could literally put this case on the docket. But it's like Trump. They won anyway by accident. But it's just, I don't understand. She said so many weird things in court. And I'm going to repeat the story again. There was a white guy with curly blonde hair when they were picking the jury. And he was in the jury pool, and she says, "How are you okay with lies?" And he said, "A lie is a lie." And she kicked him off the jury. And when that moment happened, I knew something was wrong. It made no fucking sense to me. Okay, if we are under rules, then everybody must abide by them, no? So how can lies be acceptable in a court of law? When have you ever heard that? I'm sorry, you can't see my other hand. When are lies acceptable in the court of law? When have you ever heard that? She said that. It's if you don't believe me, please go read the transcripts. She said that. And then Alexander Bott said in the closing arguments to the jury, you listen to her emotional testimony. Megan the Stallion's emotional testimony. Emotional testimony. They never said true because it wasn't. This is make-believe. This is hocus pocus. This is revenge. This is a frame-up. This is prosecution looking for a way to, I guess, raise their political aspirations. I mean, if I was a fucking DA, I would never have put this case up. There is no gun. There are no bullets. There are no fragments from Megan's foot. They didn't bring the gun into evidence in court, nor the fragments, nor the bullets. And I think I said that twice because it just makes me crazy. The fucking doctor's report is misspelled from Cedars-Sinai. If you don't know who Cedars-Sinai is, you need to Google it, because they're one of the top hospitals, I think, in the country, if I'm not mistaken. All right? So for them to make a mistake on the doctor's report, highly unlikely. I'm trying to remember what else is just outrageously. Oh, yeah. Kathy Ta said DNA doesn't matter. What the fuck? I mean, and that's when I did that little short that DNA does matter. Because, like I said, she speaks in misspellings and backward words and magic. Dark, horrible, weird magic. And hilarious thing again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. And if you ask Raven said to me from the get-go, this case is about da-da-da-da. And I'm like, hey, I don't want to hear that shit. Let's deal with the facts. All I can say is, as the facts have been shown, and as I sat in that courtroom, there is some fucking witchcraft going on. Oh my God, there's a fucking protest. I don't even know what that's about. But of course he's talking loud. So yeah. Watch these words. It's almost like they're using logic and they're turning it upside down. No? Because imagine your parent telling you as a child, lies are okay. Can you imagine? Like, would you ever say to someone, lies are okay? Would you ever look your lover in the eye and say to them, lies are okay? You can lie to me. Sorry, I'm using this thing as my bag as a tripod. So yeah, this case is upside down, topsy-turvy, wickedly witchcraft. That's all I can say, because I think that's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, there's just too many weird coincidences. The two Megs, and the way BET jumped on that and crowned Meg Cuniff as the Stallion, and then everyone ran and was like pushing the narrative that she was like some great token for black media, when all she was doing was spoon feeding what the prosecution wanted her to spew out, and what Megan Pete, aka Tina Snow, PR team wanted to put out that narrative, while Tory Lanez had a ball gag order for 2 years, and he finally spoke yesterday. All I'm saying, this case is rotten to the core, and that's why I've been doing all these videos and saying the same thing over and over again. I'm trying to show you, because there was no video of the case, and this case needed to be recorded because you guys don't believe what was said. But the motions are online. You can see them because Meg, the other one, the other white meat, she finally admitted and gave the link of the motions on her twit-twat feed. And then she gave a link for the 13-page response. But she still has made it her mission to chastise the judge because he hasn't sentenced Tory already. Mimicking Kattalestv. Remember I told you she had her hands on her hip? She was very upset. I thought she was hilarious. I've never seen her act that way before. I went to, I think, every day of that travesty of justice trial. And I know some of you may think I'm, making shit up. But you can actually do your own research. And I want you to do your own research because this case is a fucking lie. This case, I have to find it. Hold on 1 second. And of course my bag is zipped up. Ugh, I'm never prepared. Never! This case is, what? It's horse shit. I hope you can see that. Yes, sometimes you have to make jokes because life is so crazy. You have to find the humor in this chaos. But again, it's like I said, maybe, Kathy Ta was making witchcraft because let me tell you, in this world right now, they are using techniques like emotion. Like when you're playing with your video games or you're on social media and you keep being engaged and you keep tapping things. It's like an addiction. It's almost the same thing as Pavlov's dog, and also when you're playing the slots. You need those ding, ding, dings and the bells and the whistles and things moving like Temu. They have that website where everything's moving and changing and your eyes are all like that. So you're going outward, you're losing looking inward. And that's what they want because that makes you stupid. When you can't think for yourself and look inward, you're lost. You are so lost. And that's what this case seems to be about. It's about manipulation of what justice is. Justice is the facts. Justice is the truth. And justice is based on not lying. How can there be justice, if the horse lies? Horse flies, lies. I keep seeing that. Flies and lies is horse shit. Yeah, so anyway, this is Kat at Kattalestv. Please support me. And support other people who are actually out there in the street investigating and actually care about solving this case. And are really doing the investigative reporting. Like Mob Radio, like Kristen Nicole, like No Joke, I hope I'm saying his tag right, and me, Kat, Kattalestv. We're really doing it. We're all doing our own thing, but it's all coming to a point, to an arrow. And that's what's awesome, is working together to find the truth. The truth shall set us free. Not lies, but truth. This thing is so Orwellian, it's crazy. Let me shut up. All right? Please research this case. Look at the motions. Look at the response to the motions. But don't just use one source, all right? Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.